What happens when you attempt to control the interview as a candidate, as the interviewee? What happens is you create a missed opportunity for connection. In the interview process, just as in life, we want connection, meaning we want to understand the other person and we want the other person to understand us. So when you're in an interview, the interviewer is trying to learn about you. Likely, they want to learn a little bit more about you before they jump into sharing the opportunity. Why? Because they are saving time, not just their time, but they're also being respectful of your time. If the opportunity is pretty detailed and there's a lot of questions that they'll need to know to qualify you, this could potentially take up 20 to 30 minutes of your time. And that's a big chunk of time without first knowing whether it's a fit. So typically a recruiter, if they're a good recruiter, this is my practice, I'm going to take a couple minutes at the start of the call to better understand a little bit more about the candidate's background, what they're looking for or would be looking for in a new opportunity. Maybe they're not looking, but they're just open. But these are things that I need to understand so that I can assess whether or not we have a fit. Because maybe I learn in the first 2 to 5 minutes, oh, you know what, this opportunity is actually not at all what this candidate is looking for. So not only did I save myself another 20 to 30 minutes, but I saved this candidate time too. And when it's not a fit, I like to still to have that time, 2 to 5 minutes, not a lot of time, but it's what I need to better understand a little bit more about the candidate, their background, and what they're looking for. And then if I don't have a fit, I can keep them in mind for future opportunities. And most of the time, this process works out fine, but I do get some resistance from candidates at times where they don't want to give me a couple minutes to share a little bit about their background. They're more insistent that I'm telling them about the opportunity right away, and they're trying to control the interview. That's not going to go well. And if you think about it, anytime we are trying to control, we're not able to receive. Now, there is a time to be in the driver's seat when you're working towards your goals, when you know your direction and you've got your action steps, then you want to drive. But even then, there's a time to sit back and receive. And you want a balance of this in the interview. And you also want to be respectful of and courteous of the interviewer. They are guiding the conversation. And in order for them to come away with the information that they need to know whether or not you're going to be a fit to move forward, you want to give them that time and ability to do that. So just keep in mind that whenever you attempt to control an interview, this is somehow likely fear-based, and it's not going to go well because you are creating a missed opportunity for connection.